2023 så Kine Leines går. Vi gir en stor applaus!
Your positive imprint.
Stories are everywhere. People and their positive action inspire positive achievements. Your PI could mean the world to you. Get ready for your positive imprint.
Hello, this is Catherine, your host of the podcast, Your Positive Imprint, the variety show featuring people all over the world whose positive achievements inspire positive thought and action. Exceptional people rising to the challenge. Music by the talented Chris Knoll. Check out his music and learn more about him at chrisknoll.com. ChrisNole. Fabulous music and lots of new music too. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Your Positive Imprint. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Check out my YouTube channel, Your Positive Imprint. Visit my website, yourpositiveimprint.com, where you can sign up for podcast updates and also follow this podcast. Under the play button is a subscribe button that will take you to easy links for some podcast platforms. You can also listen and follow my show from your favorite podcast platform, such as Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Amazon Music, including Alexa. Or, of course, listen from your favorite podcast platform. Please hit that subscribe or follow button now. This is a free podcast, Your Positive Imprint. What's your PI? Training dogs is what Kine Leines Sko of Norway wanted to do. She learned about the Iditarod dog team race in Alaska, and training dogs for that race became her dream and a goal. Your drømmen. Follow your dream. Kine dreamed of standing at the starting line in Alaska, watching the dogs she trained use their skills. This is the story of a girl who followed her dreams. And so the background noises we're hearing are your little pooches, who are your sled dogs, right?
We have this one Alaska Huskies. Ivy, she's been a sled dog. Last year she trained full training to the Iditarod. She's a German Shepherd. No, Dutch Shepherd. I started with dog mushing 13 years ago. I went to this school, this outdoor school, where I learned when I learned about dog mushing. And the year after, I ended up working at the school, like an apprentice, teaching new students about dog mushing. This was in 2005 until 2007. And then I moved up to Finnmark, at the same place where Espen was in the military. I was trying to study, but it was much more fun to go dog mushing and work pub. So, and then I been training dogs for several well-known mushers here in Norway. But I've never owned more than 2 dogs myself, but I've been training for other dog mushers. So I have been able to follow my dream and train dogs and do that for 13 years with only having to own 1 or 2 dogs myself. I was asked to train Lars' dogs because a friend of mine, she's working for him as his chief handler, they call it, and she's doing all the logistics and helping him with the press and so on because he's quite famous here in Norway. So I just thought, what the hell, I'm going to do it. I have only one chance in my life to experience to train dogs for the Iditarod, because I've been training dogs for the 2 biggest races here in Norway, Femundløpet and Finnmarksløpet. Been racing the Femundløpet. So I said yes, and then I started to train 30 dogs in April 2017, together with another guy. And with the main goal to come to Alaska and to see the dogs that I've been training on the starting line in the show start in Anchorage and the restart in Willow.
Well, that must have been a very, I don't know if emotional is the right word, but maybe so, but very satisfying feeling to see your dog so successful.
Alaska has been a dream since I first heard about dog mushing and learned about it 13 years ago. Because in 2005, when I was at school, Robert Sørli, a famous dog musher here in Norway, won the Iditarod as the first Norwegian musher. 2003 he won for the first time, and in 2005 he won for the second time. So Alaska has been a big dream for me to come over, and because dog mushing is the national sport in Alaska, so it's really big. And because of Alaska's wildlife and nature, and yeah.
And did you get to spend much time doing other things other than the Iditarod when you were there?
I got to train the dogs before the race, but we lived in Talkeetna. We had a base there, and we trained the dogs before the race, and then we went back and forth to last night to Anchorage to pick up the drop dogs when they was taken out of the race. So I've seen a lot of Anchorage and Talkeetna, but and the places between, but not so much more. So I want to go back to Alaska maybe in the summertime together with Espen and rent a car, big pickup, and listen to country and have a tent and just go and see the beautiful places in Alaska. We trained a lot. It takes a lot of training to do the Iditarod, and I was mostly living outside in a tent in all kind of weather up in the mountains and doing nothing else than training dogs, having no social life. Talked to Espen on the phone because then we lived like 8 hours in car, 10 hours in car from each other. So when I decided to move here to Espen, I think it was really good to just be at one place and to spend time out with 2 dogs and not 30. It's a little bit easier. But now, as the racing season has started here in Norway, I can feel it in my body that I miss it. But not so much that I've been missing it before. But maybe in some years we have our own kennel, and Espen wants to have his own kennel, and maybe we are starting up together and racing here in Norway.
I should mention also that they did Lars Monsen. He has done a lot of TV shows in Norway, and when Kine was working for him, they also made a TV series out of the season they had, training and racing and all that comes with the dog mushing. So
and so Kine, you were patting him on the back, and I saw something on your arm. So what is on that arm?
It is a tattoo of a dog sledding team with 8 dogs, and underneath it says, I say it in Norwegian, it says "Your drømmen," which means in English, do your dream or follow your dream. So I've been kind of living after this, follow the dream, basically my whole adult life. Doing what you want to do, set a goal and work for it.
That's a wonderful saying and a wonderful dream to have, and you reached it, and inspiration for others. I wish you the very best, and maybe someday our paths will cross in person.
Kine was inspired by dog mushers around the world. To hear tales from the trails, head over to my website, yourpositiveimprint.com, or your favorite podcast platform, where you can hear stories from Mary Shields, the first woman to complete the Iditarod sled dog race. That episode is Your Positive Imprint on March 8th, 2021. Your Positive Imprint. What's your PI?